So the Commanders go into Atlanta, Mercedes-Benz Stadium, and catch a smooth L. Um, of course, they were out without their fearless leader, Terry McLaurin. No, I'm joking, Jayden Daniels, which I want to break this down a little bit to see if he played a part or how well he played a part. Um, what was the big difference between last year when they played this Atlanta Falcons team and this year? So I've been talking consistently about Jayden Daniels being a successor or just success in the offense. And no matter what quarterback you put in there, if they can run the offense well, they'll be successful. Um, Depending on what the defensive coordinator is doing, right? So Mariota, I've been preaching. Mariota has the highest win percentage of any Washington Commanders quarterback for the past year, and he's been just as successful, highest quarterback rating, highest win percentage. So Mariota has been successful in the offense. It's not like he has been a dud. He's been successful, just as successful as Jayden Daniels. Now, what happened this year when the Falcons when the Falcons beat a Commanders team that lost this Commanders team last year? Now, this Falcons team last year is nowhere near as good as the Falcons team this year. A couple things we want to know. Jayden Daniels had a phenomenal day against the Falcons last year. We understand this game went to overtime as well too, so it wasn't like they handled this 8-8 Atlanta Falcons team well, right? One of the things Commanders did last year that they have to do this year is win the close games. Commanders won a lot of close games, and that's one of the reasons why they made it to the playoffs and had an 11-5 record. And they played exceptional in the playoffs till they ran to the Eagles, and got a 50 piece. But this schedule is going to be truly interesting for Commanders. We got the Chargers, the Bears, the Cowboys, the Chiefs coming up next. So you got 4 teams that want to come in or just play and punch you in the mouth. You have to go to go to Los Angeles. The Bears at home. Remember what happened to the Bears last year? That's surprised they played the Bears at home again. That's interesting, right? The Cowboys. You play in Arlington. Then you play at Arrowhead. So you have a tough schedule that's going to help you really find out your identity. You want your fearless leader, Jayden Daniels, back. But let's break down this Atlanta Falcons game and talk about some things that I saw that were different. First of all, this is a totally different defense than it was last year. The defense last year was ranked in the bottom 10 on almost every category in overall defense. Yards allowed per game, they're bottom 10. So they're 21st in the league, right? This year, they're top 3 in total defense, right? They have a new D coordinator that came in and emphasized stopping the run. And the things they were allowed to do last year, Atlanta Falcons did not allow this year. I thought Mariota did a decent job kind of managing the game, making the right decisions in the offense. But the biggest difference in this year and last year is last year you had Terry McLaurin. This year you don't have Terry. Last year, Terry McLaurin, in that offense was 1 for 5. It was most of the time a decoy. This year you don't have him to be a decoy. Debo did step up and make a lot of catches. You get to see this game. You get to see what you got for Debo, right? You get to see his value a little bit. Being a true receiver, he's a guy that will excel in this offense. He excelled in what's his name? Kyle Anderson's offense. Am I saying that? Sorry, Mike Shanahan's offense. He's going to excel in Cliff Kingsbury's offense. These young kind of like coaches, offensive mind coaches, have the same type of concept. Crossers, lots of movement, motion, misdirection. So they have the same concept. So Debo kind of fits in 49ers like he fits in here, as well too. Except when you get to an intelligent defensive coordinator, which always happens, and you ultimately fail. But we look at the situation where Debo, you see you're getting your money worth. Running the ball is going to have to be an important thing. Outside that long run by Chris Rodriguez, he really didn't run the ball well. I'd say decent. He ran the ball decent. But the Falcons' defense is a different type of defense. I'm not going to say Washington did a good job of stopping the run, but the Falcons stayed true to the run. And this Falcons team is just bipolar. We don't know if we're going to get a good Falcons team or a bad Falcons team. We don't know. We don't know. But this Falcons team is literally bipolar. And, this game they played well. I don't know what happened to them, the Carolinas, but against the Panthers. But this Falcons team played this game like they've been playing all season on defense outside of the Panthers game. But they are a top 3 defense in yards per game. This year, they're only allowing 244 yards per game, which is better than the Steelers, it's better than the Eagles, it's better than the Detroit Lions, it's better than the Bills. Only two teams that have allowed less yards per game are the Cleveland Browns and the Green Bay Packers. Cleveland Browns is in the overhaul on offense. But last year, they allowed 345 yards per game. This year, 244. So 100-yard difference. So the Commanders played a tougher team this year than they did last year. And you didn't even have Terry this year. You didn't have Jayden Daniels, right? That's what happened to the Commanders. Commanders played a better team than they did last year than this year. Where the Commanders have to, of course, I'm not sure if Jayden Daniels is going to be ready for next game. You saw his boo or alleged boo. Juju Watkins is out for the season as well too. So, it's unfortunate. It's not allowing me to top Jayden Daniels here. Let me check Jayden Daniels. Let's see how long he's going to be gone for. So it looks like he's going to return to week 5. No need to panic. Don't rush to bring him. I'm telling you, don't rush to bring him back. Do not rush to bring Jayden Daniels back. We know what happened with RG3, right? The same thing. RG3 took it to the playoffs. He gets injured. You drafted a rookie. He comes in, takes the spot, and then that's what is he going to be healthy? Where Commanders fans did not understand, I told them over and over again, this is Jayden Daniels' MO. Jayden Daniels' MO, if you watch him at all at LSU, and you watch him at all really at LSU, he puts his body in jeopardy. And when you rely solely on improvisation of running and not experience, winning the play, you put yourself at risk. It's not improvisation if they're going to run all the time. It's predictable. And, this happens. You rather him sit back in the pocket and pass the ball and not always make plays with his feet, but with his mind. This is what happens when we get a quarterback that wants to take off and run. Make sure he's 110% healthy. Literally. I'm trying to figure out what happened with him again. I think it was a leg injury, right? Yeah, a knee sprain. I broke my knee. I've had subluxed patella tendon dislocation. I dislocated my knee. I tore my ACL twice. I have no meniscus, right? I hyperextended my knee. Knee injuries linger and they come back and they come back and come back and come back. Don't rush it to come back because when you think you're ready, you're not ready. You know what I'm saying? But do you need to bring him back to a Charger team that just lost to, who did the Chargers lose to? It's a dud. It was a dud, right? They lost to who was it? Who did the Chargers just lose to? What's going on? The Chargers just lost to, bro, am I getting punked? Oh, the Giants. No need to rush them back, right? See what happens to the Giants. It's a long season. It's a long season. So no need to rush the process. No need to rush the process at all. All right? Commanders, we'll see what happens and goes from here. But I'm putting faith, and I'm not putting faith, but the Washington organization, rest to bring them, don't rush them back. That's all I'm going to say.